Hello everyone, welcome back to Lookalikes with Anna. Today we're going to be transforming ourselves into Miss Sabrina Carpenter. Let's start it off by getting our face prepped. So fun fact, I actually did this video yesterday and my camera died, so I wasn't able to finish it. So I'm redoing it today just for you. We're gonna start off the makeup with a heavy hitter, such as the eyebrow. Guess what shade this is in? Guess what shade? I'll give you a hint. It's one of her songs. It's Espresso. Anyway, this is her eyebrows. For the past couple of weeks, I've been growing out my eyebrows for this exact moment. I'm gonna glue the brows up with some Got2b glue to give it that feathered effect. Before we do the base, I found a video that showed me exactly what Sabrina uses on the daily, and I did not find everything. For some reason at Sephora, they don't have the bronzer and I think the highlight yet, but I'm honestly glad they didn't because the price tag on these 5 items almost made me gag at the cashier, and the only reason I didn't was because there was a little girl named Mia behind me, and then she was like, oh my gosh, like, I know you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching my stuff, that means the world. And I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of her. So this will officially go down as my most expensive video I've ever done in my entire life, because we haven't even talked about the wig yet. This Giorgio Armani, oh my gosh, it's a freaking This Giorgio Armani concealer cost me about $42. Doesn't feel like there's a lot in it. However, this is Sabrina's face shape, so we're gonna focus the concealer toward the center of the face because we're trying to lift the cheekbones. While I'm doing this, do you guys wanna hear an introvert's worst freaking nightmare? So yesterday, obviously I was trying to film this and then it went wrong and I was having a freaking panic attack because I couldn't find the battery for the camera anywhere, and it just ended up being a long chain of events that made me have serious anxiety. And of course, Nathan, my boyfriend, I don't mean to brag, but I do have a boyfriend. Anyway, my boyfriend decided to take me to my most favoriteest place in the world, like some place that is so extravagant, so classy, so freaking magnificent that he knew would make me feel better. Rainforest Cafe. Pause on that real quick. We are using the Giorgio Armani, I can't say this name to save my freaking life, Giorgio Armani Flawless Skin Foundation. Anyway, so he took me to Rainforest Cafe, and before I go on with anything, let me just say, I don't go to Rainforest Cafe for the food. The food, garbage. We weren't going there for the food. We go there for the ambiance. I could not find the contour, so we're using the Pixie On The Glow bronzer, and I'm gonna make it as high as possible to lift those cheekbones. But anywho, once the lady finally comes and takes our order, she's like the sweetest person ever, and honestly probably one of the most gorgeous human beings I've ever seen in my entire life. The best way to describe her is, you know that really pretty Samsung lady that they made? This is her. Looked just like that. But anyway, she's like, what would you guys like to drink? Do you guys want food? Do you want an appetizer? And we were like, oh my gosh, yes, we would love an appetizer, and I would love a Shirley Temple. So she goes, gets our drinks, takes a little bit for her to get back, but again, like, we are not there for the service, we are not there for the food, we are there for what? The ambiance. So I'm just looking to chill in there. So honestly, the longer they took, the better. Let me just remind you that I'm having like the worst day ever. My anxiety is at its peak. Another pause. She's using Makeup by Mario for blush in shade Rose Crush. And to create that heart-shaped look, we're gonna go from the top, tippy top. Oh, that was a lot. Oh my, all the way to the bottom. Okay, well, while I blend that out, let's continue the story. After she gave us our drink, she said, oh, what would you guys like to eat? And we were like, 2 burgers and 1 mozzarella stick. And again, she was like, girl, I got you. And did not come back for another 30 minutes. And you're like, Anna, oh, so then she came back in 30 minutes with your food. No, she came back in 30 minutes to say, hey, you haven't gotten your food yet? And we were like, no, but like, it's no worries, because again, we don't care. We are literally just there for what? The ambiance. And so she was like, oh my gosh, let me go get it. Comes back and she brings us our food, and it is just the hamburgers. She sets it down, and then afterwards she said, oh, like, was there anything else? And we were like, yeah, like the mozzarella sticks, but it's okay if it's like not coming. But then she was like, no, let me go check for you. Then she came back 10 minutes later to say, oh, they did not make it. So we told our girl, do not even worry about it. Like, we don't even really want them anymore. Can you just take it off the bill? And she was like, yes, again, I am so sorry. But then this is where the anxiety started to escalate. I ate like 5 bites of my burger because it was garbage, and the lady noticed. So she said, did you not like your burger? And I was like, no, it was good, it was great. It was actually like the best burger I've literally ever had in my entire life. Like, it's just, I'm just not that hungry. And she was like, you didn't like your burger. And I was like, no, I love my burger, thank you. And she was like, well, I'm gonna take it off your bill. And so I felt really bad because she took it off of our bill, but I was like, I promise, I knew what I was doing when I came here. Like, I already knew I wasn't gonna like it. I just wanted to see animatronics, okay? I was buying a burger so I didn't look like a nerd. Now, this is the part that seemed dramatic in the moment, but actually now that I'm thinking about it now is not as dramatic as I perceived it. And I think that's just because I was having a panic attack. So she comes back out with another man, and I kid you not, comes up to our table, like this, and says, it looks like it's somebody's birthday. My eyes laser shot right at Nathan. And I said, you did this.
You did this. You did this.
And then they start singing happy birthday with a hostess cupcake. I'm not even kidding. You know what? I'll throw up a picture right here. A hostess looking cupcake with some whipped cream and some sprinkles on top. Like, I thought this day could not get any funnier and more embarrassing. She was like, all right, have a good day. And then she leaves. I turned to Nathan and I said,
why would you do that?
He said, Anna, I did not do that. They brought it to the wrong table. So some kid did not get their birthday cake. But you know what I got? A panic attack. And that's all my story for today. You can tell I was getting anxiety telling it because I have a rash coming out right here. But I digress. Let's move on to the eyeshadow. This is the look we're going for because I feel like it will pull my eyes up and the cheeks out. I'm using cool tone colors from ColourPop, and then I'm just gonna dab it on the eye and then pull it out with a lighter color. Then I'm gonna grab a neutral tone and then just tap it along the center of the eye. I'm throwing a light shimmer on top of it. I usually don't see it when you guys tell me I look like people, but this one I do. When I put on the hair, you guys will understand. For the bottom of the eye, we're gonna keep it towards the edge and slowly but surely make our way around. And that is it. I'm gonna put on some mascara and then tab on some lashes, then we'll move on to the lips. Her lips are full, mine are small. So we're gonna do her method and use Makeup Forever in shade Walnut, and then top it off with some volumized glossy balm from Hourglass. Oh yeah, that's nice. It smells so delicious, I could eat it. Just kidding. She's beauty, she's great, she's getting the lipstick all over the place. I tried this Hourglass stuff yesterday and it is literally the most moisturizing gloss I've ever used in my entire life, and I actually would buy this again. Oh yeah, that feels so good. It feels like chapstick almost. Oh my gosh, like I'm gorgeous. Look, that's kind of ugly, actually. We're gonna take off this part right here. Okay, the makeup is almost all done. We just gotta put some highlight. This NYX Born to Glow is like literally the best highlight I've ever seen in my entire life. You ready for this? I like to dip into this shade because you're putting it on the blush, so why would you not choose a blush color? Okay, the makeup is all done. What do you guys think? It is now time for the hair. Okay, I need you to hear me out for a second. So I was gonna go with the cheap choice, which is this, ugly. So I garbaged it, and so I bought this beautiful baby for a very obscene price. Before I put it on, look at how good my makeup looks when you don't have the hair distracting you from it. Here we go. I need a hairbrush right now. I feel like Hannah Montana. Where? Dang it! Ah! Just gonna. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, now that the hair is done, let me put on the clothes. So I am gonna be inserting a video that I did film yesterday on my phone because I already cut up the dress and you'll understand. Okay, now it's time for the clothing. And before you say, oh my gosh, Anna, like, why didn't you do the iconic heart and the chest thing? Unfortunately, she does wear clothing that, like, it fits on her, but it would not fit on me. So I'm going with this. I know what you're thinking, Anna, why a pillow? Well, I asked that same question when I saw it, and then I thought, wow, this would be so funny. So let's make it. The first thing I bought was a pillowcase, and I already had a pillow. So all we're gonna do is open this bad boy up, shove her in. Okay, now we're just gonna put the dress on. How am I gonna get this around? I thought that I could just use this guy, but then I realized not only do I have to be a skinny legend, but then yeah, it's gonna do that. That's not helpful. Okay, we need to find another way. I came up with a much better idea. So I cut a hole in the top. Now I'm just gonna put my body through it like a dress. Or not, because I'm too thick. Ugh, sweating buckets over here. Ugh. Okay, it doesn't look exactly the same, but I mean, it's pretty close, right? This looks so stupid. I may have to come up with a better idea. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot. This is not good. Well, what would I want? Like, that's how I feel right now. I don't even know what to say, because like honestly, this was my grand idea. Like, this is what I thought would be so funny. In reality, it's just sad.